Hi, good morning. This is Josie with Piracle Software. We're the developers of CreateACheck, and with me I have Jeremy Collins, Piracle's Business Development Manager. Dennis, thank you for putting this, creating this webinar for the attendees. Really appreciate all your efforts and bringing all these Timberline end users together. I do want to thank you, the attendees, for taking the time out of your busy day to stop and evaluate how you're doing business today and viewing what tools are available for your company to utilize tomorrow. I'm hopeful you'll find the following information helpful as to how you can protect your company against the serious consequences of check fraud while streamlining and securing your payment processes. The first few minutes I'll be walking you through who Piracle is and what we do and why it's important to you. Piracle, we can help. Piracle has been a long-time business partner of Sage for over 15 years. And our company was founded 21 years ago by Linda Ford, a bookkeeper who knew there had to be a better way to process and secure payments from her laser printer for all her clients. So from that thought 21 years ago, Piracle is still the industry leader in microcheck printing and ACH processing with over 6,000 customers worldwide. So from start to finish, the Piracle team prides itself in giving you peace of mind as you process payments and save time and money. Just wanted to go over some interesting statistics. Even though check printing is on the decline, check fraud is still on the rise. So it is a $5.5 to $13 billion industry that those monies are lost. So it's always good to take kind of an inventory on how you're conducting business right now. So good questions to ask yourself is, right now, do you know where your check stock is? Is your company at risk? What safeguards do you have in place? And have you experienced check fraud? Have you had some incidences of check fraud? Why is that important to you? Well, in the past, it was the financial institutions were liable for any type of check fraud, but that's changed due to the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code, has now placed the burden on the party who's most negligent in preventing fraud. There are steps you can take. What we would recommend is a security-driven software solution such as CreateACheck, and Jeremy Collins will be walking you through our actual software program and its features. There's lots of flexibility in processing payments with CreateACheck. So things you might want to consider is separation of duties, user privilege rights with user ID and passwords, internal controls. Are you using secure blank check stock? It's a good idea to eliminate the hassle and the expense of pre-printed check stock. Timely reconciliation is also great steps towards ordinary care against check fraud. And then, of course, positive pay is actually a file that goes to the bank that lists all the checks processed, so no duplicate checks can be cashed at the bank. Again, Piracle offers a complete payment solution. We carry a full line of supplies. We actually offer a Piracle Total Solution Guarantee. Simply put, all checks printed with our software, microtoner, and blank check stock purchased through Piracle are guaranteed to successfully pass through the banking system. Other solutions we offer is Express Pay Stub and our secure printing services, which if you're interested in outsourcing your check printing or document needs, we can assist you with that. And Express Pay Stub is our online resource for your employees to view pay stub, W-2s, and 1099s online, anywhere, at any time. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Jeremy Collins. Dennis, if you want to make him, oh, you already are presented. So thank you all. We look forward to further discussing your specific needs and finding our best fit solution for you.
Thanks, Josie. So as Josie mentioned, the solutions that Piracle offers are a means to allow you to secure your payment processing. We do that in one of two ways. Either allowing you to eliminate the need to purchase pre-printed check stock. Our software provides a way of being able to print to a blank check stock, or two, converting those payments into an electronic ACH payment. What you're looking at here on the screen is the CreateACheck application. First thing any user would do when they first receive the application would be to set up their users. Within the system, each user can be set to different user privileges. This allows you to separate the duties, as Josie mentioned, in terms of segregation of rights. So you could have one user that has full privileges, another user that only sets up or maintains the accounts, a second or a third user that just has print rights. And again, this gives you total control over when your payments are issued and how they're issued. Because we're also allowing you to print to a blank check stock, you would also set up your accounts within the CreateACheck system. Now, within the accounts, this is what we would consider your checkbooks. So your company name and address as it appears in the upper left-hand corner of your check, the bank name and information as it would appear within the system, your microline account number, routing transit number, signatures. The system has the ability to print signatures on the checks so that as you go through, you can have signatures print when the checks are printed. You can also control the signatures based on dollar amounts. So I can set minimum and maximum amounts based on the dollar thresholds. Once this is all configured, all that's left to do is really process your payments. We're not altering the way you process payments from Timberline, but what we are doing is rather than selecting your physical printer out of Timberline, CreateACheck becomes the printer option of choice. And so what you do, and I will close this, and I don't have Timberline installed, but I'm going to simulate processing from the application. So where CreateACheck is installed, it's viewed as a printer option within Timberline. When you select that printer option, like I'm doing here, you print those items directly to the CreateACheck print driver, and it kicks off the print process within CreateACheck. As I showed, each user is given a user ID and login to help separate their individual rights within the program. So the user with processing rights would log in. The system will go through, process the file, and then in this case, it will show you the number of items that are available. I've queued up 5 items. 2 of those we're showing as valid check items, 3 as ACH items. For my ACH items, part of the CreateACheck solution is that we also offer an email option. You can email the remittance of the ACH items to those vendors so that they have record of what's coming through for processing. So this is just allowing me to confirm my email settings. I'm going to go ahead and continue on that. And then it comes up and asks me where I'd like to print my physical checks. In this case, for the demo, I'll print to a PDF. The system finishes processing. It's generating the emails, kicking those emails off, as you see here. This email was auto-generated. It's also now going to generate the physical checks, and those checks get sent out to the printer. So let me just save this. Here are my physical checks. As it launches the PDF, you'll be able to see that the check now is a complete document containing all the information that came out of Timberline, along with the information as we set it up and CreateACheck for both company name and address, the signatures, the bank information, as well as the microline here. So here are my 2 physical checks that the system said I would receive. And then I've also received an email. If I go into my emails here, I have an email now that will display the 3 ACH items because I was set up as the ACH email recipient on these ACH items. So here are my ACH payments for all 3 of those that the system identified were being issued. And this is what would be, again, emailed out to your vendors so that they know what's coming through for payment electronically. Again, we've designed it so it identifies just as if you had issued them a check, but now the CreateACheck system allows you to do that electronically. The one last step, if I go in and I'm going to close out CreateACheck, the one last step as far as issuing the electronic payment, a user would come back in with the rights to CreateACheck to create the ACH file. Under ACH file generation, I select that. It tells me the number of items that are available. I can preview the file to look at those items, and there are the 5 that I just generated. So I'd be able to send those off to the bank for disbursement, similar to what, or for disbursement so that I can catch up to the emails that have gone out. And that is CreateACheck and our ability to help you secure your payments, but also streamline the efficiency of printing to a blank stock or issuing payments electronically. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Josie. Our phone number is 800-621-5720, and Josie's extension is 380. You can also reach us online at piracle.com. Again, Dennis, thank you for putting this together, and we appreciate everyone's attendance.